This is Claude, an AI model by the AI company Anthropic. If you've never heard of Claude before or Anthropic, chances are you've been using ChatGPT by OpenAI most of your AI life, which is great, but recently a lot of users have been switching to Claude for its advanced capabilities. The first thing you need to know is that Claude was built originally as an enterprise tool, not as a consumer application. ChatGPT, on the other hand, was built for consumers, your regular, average, everyday people that are using AI to write essays, create images, and do basic tasks. Claude, on the other hand, is built to automate workflows, create agents, and do much more through all of their suite of tools that they give access to all of their users. So if you're a business owner or someone that's trying to use AI to optimize your workflow, Claude is going to be the tool for you. And today we're talking about some of the easiest and most simple use cases to use Claude to your benefit that you probably don't know about. Now first, if you don't have Claude, you can get it completely for free by simply searching up Claude on Google. You'll see Claude.com or Claude AI. When you open up the platform, you'll go to their landing page where you can get started. And if you already have an account, it'll open up your chat interface like this. This is very similar to every other AI chat interface where you can prompt things, ask it questions, and it'll do all of the same things that ChatGPT or other platforms you use can do. You can send it prompts like this to say, show me how compound interest works, and it'll give you regular responses back like you'd expect. But there's a little bit more that it can do since it has better coding capabilities than other platforms out there. As you can see here, it's actually building us a full interactive calculator to see how compound interest works right inside of the tool. This is something you really wouldn't expect from other AI platforms, and it's one of the reasons people love Claude so much. It can create, using code on the back end, different tools, interfaces, and ways to solve whatever problem you're trying to solve inside of the chat interface. You can see here, this is now actually functioning, and it's built right inside of Claude, and all I gave it was a 6-word prompt. This is the first use case of Claude, actually talking with the chat inside of Claude AI. And you can do lots of things from this chat. For one, you can ask it to explain things like we just did. It can build graphs for you. You can paste in information and upload files by using the plus button at the bottom left in order to do even more from the platform. Now, this bottom left plus icon is going to be really useful for you in utilizing AI, especially Claude, to the best of your ability. For one, you can add in files and photos in order to let it extract data and use that data inside of its response. You can also take screenshots, add things to projects in order to organize things inside of Claude's interface. You can add it from GitHub, which if you're a coder, then you can connect your Claude projects to GitHub using Claude Code, which we'll talk about in a minute. And then in the bottom here, we have different tools. For example, we have a research tool, which when we go into the research mode, it will immediately do more advanced research and find more documents, sources, cite things, and such by using this tool. You can also use web search, which simply lets it go on the internet. You can use different styles like normal, learning, concise, explanatory, formal, and you can create and edit styles. This is just the style of the response. So if you want to talk more conversational, you can do that. If you want to be concise, you can select concise, and so on. Then we have connectors in the bottom left. Now, this is where we start getting to really fun use cases. By clicking connectors, you can connect to tons of different platforms in order to talk and manage those different platforms all from one place. For an example, if we want to connect to Canva, we can click the Canva icon, click connect, and then this will have access to our Canva account. This can then do things like building sales reports, creating social media posts, and so much more. Now you'll see with each one of these connectors, it uses different tools. If we scroll down, we can see all the different tools that we have access to within the connector. Think of these tools as all the different things that Claude can do by connecting to your other tools. So before you ask it to do something with a connection, check your tools list to make sure it can actually do that. For an example, it can search design, get design pages, fetch, generate designs, create folders, etc. So if there's something that you want to do that's not included in this tool list, then chances are you might not be able to do it. But this tools list is great for you to come up with exciting use cases that you can use in order to utilize your connectors inside of Claude. And that is just the start of it. You can connect your Claude to Figma, Slack, Monday.com, Gamma, Box, Asana, and so many other places. If you want to connect it to a platform and you don't know if it can or not, simply click all and then click search and you can find different platforms that can connect to. Let's talk about some common use cases. For example, you can connect Claude to ClickUp. So you could connect your ClickUp account and ask it for project updates on different projects inside of workspaces in ClickUp. Since ClickUp is a project management platform, you can do all of these different things within the Claude connection. We can also connect to things like Gmail and Calendar in order to actually send emails to people from Claude. So if you don't want to have to open up the Gmail app, find an email with someone and then send them a reply, you can simply click Gmail, click connect, and then you can draft replies, search for things in your inbox, summarize different threads, and just use any of these different tools that we have here. Let's go ahead and build out one quick use case now with Gmail. Once we click connect for any of these tools, you'll see a connection page where you can connect your Claude to whatever tool you're connecting. You can then click connect. You'll go through some authentication and then you'll be back inside of Claude. You'll see that you are connected in the top right And by clicking plus and then connectors, we can see all the different platforms we have connected. And you can see Gmail is right now turned on. Now, if we go to our manage connections, we can look at our Gmail tool and see all the different tools that we have access to, again, to make good prompts. For example, we can search and read emails. So a really easy one that we can do is go back to our AI interface, and then we'll say, summarize the last 5 emails I got from my friend, Stefan Ciencio. We then click enter, and in this simple chat interface, rather than having to go into Gmail, Claude will actually find those emails and go through this process right here on the left. Now, whenever this is happening inside of any AI tool, this is just going through all the different steps, showing you what it's building. You'll then get your response just like this, and here we can see a quick summary of the 5 different emails that we got last from Stefan. We can see what he's promoting to his list and all of the different emails that he sent to us inside of our Gmail account. Now, there's a lot of use cases that you can use with connectors inside of Claude. So feel free to go through the connections process, look at all the different connectors you can connect, like Google Calendar, Google Drive, Gmail and such, and then come up with some use cases and just start trying it out for yourself. The more you start testing and using the product, the more you'll learn about how to come up with new use cases for using the platform. Now, let me introduce you to skills. If you go to your connections, you'll see skills right here on the left-hand side. And skills is a way for you to add different skills to any AI model, especially Claude. Just like you would go to school or take a class or take a course to learn how to do different skills, you can give these exact skills to Claude inside of what's called a markdown file. Any file that ends in .md means it's a markdown file, which is just a file with some code and some text to show your AI exactly how to do different skills. For example, we have an AI creative strategist skill, which in this entire skill, it's a massive document that teaches our Claude how to actually create creatives using AI. It gives us examples of when to use the skills, creative challenges, how to frame questions, and so much more. Now, Claude comes default with a couple of different skills that you can use, and then you can also download skills from the internet. One of the easiest places to find skills for your AI is called GitHub. If you've never used GitHub before, it's just a place people like to host and share their code online. Now, if you've never used it before, don't worry, just go to Google and search up GitHub Claude skills. You'll then see tons of different repositories that include all of these different skills. For example, this Anthropic/skills public repository for agent skills. Now, real quick, what's a repository, or sometimes shortened to be called a repo? A repo is simply a place where we're storing lots of different files of code in order to use inside development. And we can connect repos to different platforms, straight from platforms like GitHub, or we can download the files and upload them into our AIs like we're going to do now. That's really it. It's just a folder of folders of code. Now, once you get to GitHub, this might seem really confusing, but let me show you exactly how this works. You'll see all of these different folders like we talked about, and then you'll also see a README file. A README file just tells you a little bit about what the file is about, what they're giving you access to, and how you can use these different skills inside of GitHub. If you want to use any of these, all you have to do is click skills, go to any of these different skills, for example, this front-end design skill, and then download this skill.md file simply by selecting it. And then in the right, we can click the 3 dots and click download, and then this will download our skill file. We can then go back to Claude, click the plus icon, click upload a skill, and then we can select our file. So we're uploading our skill.md file, and there we go. We have our front-end design skill uploaded into Claude. This just gives the AI more context and the skills to do whatever things you want to do in the platform. And there's tons of these completely for free online. And if you ever want to use a skill, you can just tell Claude to use the front-end design skill to build a very basic waiting list landing page for my email list. Now, you might be wondering, how is this going to actually build a basic landing page for my email list? This is just an AI chatbot. How can it actually build a website? Well, Claude can do that as well, simply by writing and giving us code. If we sent this to Claude right now, then what this is going to do is going to use code in order to write this landing page. It's going to use our front-end design skill, as you can see here. It's going to read the file, and then with the context we gave it, it's going to perform whatever action I just asked it to do. Another great part about Claude is you'll see what it's doing right now is it's going to ask us questions back in order to get a better response. You can also see it'll take your context from all other conversations into this one. So even with a very simple, short prompt, just like this, it knows what website we're doing it for, SaaS Suite, one of my softwares. It knows that I use Lovable. And if it needs to ask us questions to absolutely nail this, it will. Now, whenever Claude is building anything, you can always click one of these buttons to see what it's doing in this process. And as you can see, it is developing the code right here. Now, once it's finished writing the code, you can see right here on the right-hand side, it just built out this full landing page as I asked. It's very simple, and this is built with code. Now, if we wanted to actually deploy a website or a tool that Claude built for us, we can click copy in the top right-hand side, and this will copy all of the code that we just wrote. And we can paste this directly into a code element on platforms like HighLevel, Wix, WordPress, Squarespace, wherever, and it can upload the site, or we can give the code to a platform like Lovable or Vercel in order to actually deploy the site. This is a key part of understanding how you can go from this to deployment with any sort of platform. You have to keep in mind that while this wrote the code, it's not deployed or hosted anywhere, meaning you have to pay some sort of provider in order to host it and then connect a domain to it in order to actually let people access whatever you build. For hosting websites and running anything for my business, HighLevel is my tool of choice. And if you want to learn more about how to build and deploy marketing funnels, websites, and automations using HighLevel, you can go to gofreesas.com, and I have a full 2-hour course completely for free, which you can watch and learn how to use HighLevel. And when you start building pieces of code using Claude, you'll hear the term Claude Code thrown around a lot. And Claude Code is a different part of Claude, which you can get access to on the left-hand side by clicking Code. Now this opens Claude.ai/code, and you can also download the desktop version to your device and then use Claude Code that way. Now, if you've been using Claude, you've definitely heard of Claude Code, and here's how you can use it best. Now, unless you're building very complex software solutions like software apps that have a code base, which is just where all of the code is hosted, then you're not going to have much of a need for Claude Code. Now, you can use it alongside skills to develop better pieces of code and then deploy them to wherever your code base is. But if you're brand new to Claude, I wouldn't tackle Claude Code quite yet. Start by using the chat box along with skills and connectors to do different tasks and automate a little bit more of your workflow. Especially if you're new, that's where you're going to get the most amount of value from it. Now, you can look up the Claude Chrome extension on Google or on the Chrome Web Store, and you'll find this extension by Anthropic called Claude. Now, this is a new AI assistant that works directly in your browser, and this is really cool because it will essentially have access to everything that you can see inside of one specific Chrome tab. For example, we have this Google Doc open inside of Chrome, and if we click our Claude Chrome extension, this will open up a sidebar here that will let us take actions of this Google Doc inside of Claude using AI. So for example, if we want to summarize and analyze this document, it'll give us a full prompt. We can then click send or click enter, and then we can also configure one quick setting, ask before acting or act without asking. These are both self-explanatory. If you're doing something that's more destructive, maybe you're having it delete emails or something that gets access to private information, I'd highly recommend you use ask before acting. But if you're using something just for test purposes, or you're fine taking the risk that having AI in your browser has, you can click act without asking. This is high risk, so be careful with this. But again, keep in mind, it only has access to one tab inside of Chrome. Now we're going to send this prompt through. This will go to Claude, and now it will be able to access this Chrome tab specifically. Now it's starting by taking some screenshots, reviewing our document content, and then it's going to go through all of these different steps to read and summarize this entire document for us. Now this is a very basic example, but a common one that I will do is I'll give it access to my Gmail in a tab and have it go through and unsubscribe to different email threads, find different brand deals in my emails, or respond to different people and create email drafts. Another common use case is I'll give it access to a document or a slideshow that I need to be edited inside of that editor, whether it's Canva, Figma, Gamma, whatever you're using. As long as you can open it in a Chrome tab, Claude can go ahead and modify that document right there for you. If you're also having a tough time utilizing any software out there, like maybe you're using ClickUp to build project management or HighLevel to build websites, funnels, and marketing systems, you can open up Claude in your Chrome browser in order to actually build things for you inside of that tab. As you can see here, it's actually interacting with this browser itself on the left-hand side. As long as we have enough credits, it'll continue running through this process, looking through our document, and performing whatever action we gave it inside of this Chrome tab. This is really cool and has a ton of potential and can kind of give you an idea of where AI is going in the future. And there we go. It only took about a minute, and this went through our whole document. We got a summary. We got some interesting takeaways. We got tons of great information from Claude, and it's going to continue giving all of this right inside of Chrome. So as a quick recap, Claude has the ability to do lots of great things by using connectors in order to connect to different platforms, skills to perform different actions based on skills you've uploaded to the platform, which you can get access to by just looking them up online. And the Claude Chrome extension allows you to do even cooler things inside of Chrome in order to perform actions inside of app-native UIs, like Google Docs, Google Sheets, other softwares that you don't actually have to connect it to. Of course, any AI has its security risks, so be smart about what you give it access to. But if you're brand new to using Claude, this should help you get going on the right direction. Real quick, if you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I talk about everything related to software, digital marketing, and AI, so I really hope you could find some of this helpful. If you have any questions, just leave a comment on this video. As always, my name is Andrew, and thank you very much for watching.